Welcome to the Double R Show, the podcast that features everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, directed and produced by Paul Robertson and hosted by the voice of Lincoln City, Roger Robertson.
Welcome to the Double R Show. Double R here along with son Paul, and today we'll have an opportunity to go county-wide on a number of projects.
Yeah, so economic development being one of those projects. You know, the Economic Development Alliance of Lincoln County will be with us, Paul Skidema. Then we also have Leslie Melrose High from the Oregon Coast Community College, which of course is county-wide. But she's going to be talking about Leadership Lincoln. So if you haven't been aware of that program, it's actually only in its 33rd year.
33rd year.
I was astonished by that.
Yeah, 33 years this program has been going on, and it draws people together and stay friends for a long time to come.
Yeah, and then speaking of drawing people together, music. We've got a couple lads going to be talking about some music they're going to be putting on. Some locals from the Lincoln County area putting on some music at the Lincoln City Cultural Center coming up here.
More coming up right after this.
You are invited to the 2025 Lincoln City Prepare Fair on Saturday, September 13th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the St. Clair Fire Station in Taft. Learn about disasters and how you can be prepared for emergencies of any kind. With emergency supply giveaways, raffle drawings, emergency food samples, and a mini carnival, this will be a great time for the whole family. Best of all, Northwest Natural will be providing a free lunch. Join us for the Lincoln City Prepare Fair. Thank you to our sponsors, Northwest Natural and North Lincoln Fire Department.
We have with us next the Economic Development Alliance Director, Paul Skidema. I'm sorry, I got turned around. Welcome, Paul.
Well, thank you. So glad to be here. It's taken me a while to get here, but I'm glad I'm here.
Economic Development Alliance of Lincoln County is what?
That's a good question. And sometimes I believe everybody knows who we are already, but no one does. We're what they call an EDO, an Economic Development Organization, or an Economic Support Organization. We're a small, independent nonprofit that's been serving Lincoln County as the official economic development organization for the last 31 years. I'm only the third executive director, so there's been a lot of continuity. And basically what we do, if you use like a gardening metaphor, we're not the people who directly tend the plants. That's more like the Small Business Development Center who's like pruning the plants if a plant is a business. Okay. We're kind of looking at the whole garden as a whole and trying to fertilize the soil and trying to create an atmosphere of economic vitality countywide. We serve the entire county, from all the way up to Rose Lodge, all the way down to Yachats.
So do you provide funding, or do you provide manpower, research? What do you provide?
All sorts of different things like that.
Okay.
I'll give you a couple examples.
Please.
One example is we manage for Lincoln County, the governmental unit, we manage their Community and Economic Development Grant Program. It's an annual grant program that provides grants up to $15,000 in one category, up to $60,000 in another, for nonprofits, municipalities, and companies to try something innovative in economic development in Lincoln County.
So it's government to government, or?
Yeah, government to government, or government to nonprofit,
right,
or government to business through a nonprofit. But we administer that program, we market it, we create training for applicants to better apply for those grants. And we grant out about $130,000 a year through that program. But another thing that we've been working on is a couple years back, and we're at the very tail end of this, like literally the last couple weeks, is we received a $1 million congressionally directed spending grant to help spur innovation in Oregon's blue economy coastwide. And blue economy is like an ocean-reliant business. Obviously, commercial fishing, tourism, ocean tourism can be that, but it could be something like innovative aquaculture or something like that. And we've granted out probably close to $500,000 over the last 2 years to small startups. It's like one example in Newport is a company called the Uni Sea Urchin Ranch, where they go and harvest by diving zombie purple sea urchins from the south coast of Oregon, bring them to their facilities in Newport where they can sort of fatten them up. And the uni is sort of the fish roe, the kind of the caviar of the urchins, super valuable stuff. They can harvest those and then send them FedEx to like fancy restaurants in Portland or Seattle. So wild stuff. So we're kind of looking for those interesting, innovative business ideas, and how could we maybe seed and help them. That's one of the things we do. Another thing that we focus on a lot is how to help our entrepreneurs, the business startups, and a lot of those are super small companies all throughout Lincoln County, create a network of support. The Small Business Development Center provides what they call technical assistance. So if you need help on your financials or something, the SBDC is awesome here. They can do that. But we can help kind of create a network for these entrepreneurs to sort of share best practices, but also horror stories. And one of the cool things that we do is every year we run an event called a Fail Fest. And it's basically celebrating failure in business. And we run it like a comedy club. And we have businesses come in who are willing to share how they screwed up and what they learned from that, kind of like a comic would come up and tell some jokes. And it's an amazingly moving and supportive experience.
When and where and who can attend?
Anyone can attend. The last one that we had was in October of last year, so we're getting ready to start gearing up for the fall of this year. Last one we had was at Primal Tones in Newport. This year we're probably going to do it up in Lincoln City, find a cool venue. But we have, an MC. It's people can get a pint and it's amazing. When you ask a business, are you willing to share your story of failure? They clam up right away, but you start talking to them and they're like, oh, I can see how this could be helpful.
To somebody else and or to themselves.
Yeah. And you talk to them after they've sort of bared their soul to this room of supportive people. And they're like, that was transformational. I was able to see how it could help other businesses not step on that landmine or that landmine.
So how do I get involved with you and the Economic Development Alliance of Lincoln County?
Well, I mean, I'd say probably the best thing to do is get on our mailing list. Our website is businesslincolncounty.com. We have a lot of economic research and tools and things like that. But we also have a quarterly mailing list. We are not spammers or trying to get anything, but we share information about what we're trying to do and what we see in Lincoln County's economy. And then we also, in the spring of each year, put on a Lincoln County Economic Summit, where we bring government leaders, business leaders, entrepreneurs, business owners, speakers from all over the West Coast together to kind of talk about and discover what's changed in our economy, what's coming down the road. So those are two great ways to get involved. It's a accidental career of mine. I started out as an entrepreneur and started to see how these organizations that can help and support businesses are that scaffolding that can make a business do even better. And it's an honor to do this work.
Hope to have you back and come back in October and talk again about this special event.
Oh, absolutely. Would love to.
I'm intrigued by that. Probably if we can bring in one of your associates that will be speaking that night.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Yeah, I'd love to share that.
Paul from the Economic Development Alliance of Lincoln County will be back in just a moment.
Home-style cooking in a hometown atmosphere. Hi, I'm Adina from Zeller's Restaurant in Rose Lodge in Lincoln City. Join us daily for good fun and great food. You can even kick up your heels at Zeller's.
Zantello Law Group has moved. I'm Josh Zantello, and our law firm is now located across from the Lincoln City Community Center on Northeast 21st. Our law firm of knowledgeable professionals stand ready to assist you in life's matters.
Northwest Septic Service is your one-stop shop for all your septic needs.
Northwest Septic Service offers pumping, maintenance, repair, and inspections with one call, 541-994-6977.
Buying or selling a home? Northwest Septic Service can inspect your sewer line or an entire septic system.
Old or failing septic system? Northwest Septic Service can rejuvenate most drain fields, saving you thousands of dollars. 541-994-6977.
Serving Lincoln, Tillamook, and Yamhill counties, Northwest Septic Service. The North County Coordinator for Oregon Coast Community College, Leslie Melrose High, is with us. North County Coordinator means what?
Well, as the North County Coordinator for Oregon Coast Community College, my role is primarily talking with everyone here, being a voice and a face that folks in the community can associate with the college. When you visit us at our Lincoln County location, I'm the person you see right when you walk in. If you give us a call, I'm the voice on the other end of the phone. Beyond that, I also coordinate our community education program. And this is what I'm really wanting to talk about here today. I am also our college's liaison to the Leadership Lincoln Committee.
Now, Leadership Lincoln Committee is a county-wide activity, correct?
Exactly. It goes all the way from Lincoln City to Yachats. We serve people in Waldport, Newport, Toledo. So anywhere in the county, you are eligible to come and participate in this.
Let's talk about the program itself, Leadership Lincoln. What is that?
Well, it's a lot of things, but if I had to give you one word, I would say, or two words, I'd say professional development. Leadership Lincoln is a way for community members to better understand a variety of different programs and groups that operate across our county. You would have an opportunity to speak with your elected officials, with sanitation workers, with business leaders, with obviously college, some of the members of the college. The program really gives everyone an opportunity to dive into the nuts and bolts of how things get done in Lincoln County. And leading into that, it gives you a great opportunity to do some networking.
I have heard from a number of people that have gone through the program, because it's not a new program to the community college. It's been going on for some time, right?
Exactly. This is our 33rd year doing Leadership Lincoln.
Oh, wow.
And the college has been a partner in the program since the college's inception in 1987. So we've been in this for the long haul.
But there's a bonding that comes about from the people who participate in the program. From one end of the county to the other, is something that only comes about because of this program.
I would say so, because Leadership Lincoln has been such a force in our county for the last 33 years. It has really enabled a bunch of different communities to have a much better understanding of each other than you might see in other counties. And that cooperation and that coordination allows us to operate much more seamlessly and really helps just a variety of different things flow better.
So if I want to get into the program, obviously I go through the community college, but how much does it cost?
So that's the sticky, right? The price tag. So tuition is $595 per student. But what that tuition pays for is 9 months. So you get one class every month where you meet up with your cohort of 29 other students. You'll get to listen to a variety of panelists that the committee has brought in, like I said, from all different walks of life and different areas of commerce in the community. You'll have a chance to ask questions as well as participate in a variety of different activities to better understand your leadership style and how you can become an active participant in some of these different, you might run into nonprofit groups that have something that interests you, or different businesses that might be able to cooperate with your business or organization. So I would really say this is a fantastic opportunity both for individuals in the community who want to get to understand our community better, as well as businesses who are looking for some professional development opportunities. It's just absolutely golden in that respect.
How about the retired community? Does the retired community take advantage of this as well?
Oh, absolutely. I would say for our retired folks, this is a wonderful way to really know where you're living and what sort of issues might be affecting you, especially if you have fully retired and you might not have your finger on the pulse of the local economy anymore. This would be an opportunity for you to figure out what's happening in the area, what's new, what's exciting, what are people really motivated by right now.
So for the $500 plus, you get what?
Well, you get a full day of class with us from 8:45 in the morning till 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. You get food, so you have lunch during that, and then you get opportunities to participate in a variety of activities, speak with panelists, network with your fellow class attendees, and best of all, as a part of being in Leadership Lincoln, you also get to do a self-directed project. And for some of our students, this has turned into a years-long commitment where the project they started in Leadership Lincoln morphed into a nonprofit that's still going to this day. Talena King, one of our other committee members, when she attended Leadership Lincoln as a participant, her project morphed into a nonprofit she's still running today.
Really?
Yeah, it is a great opportunity to get to know people, get to know the community, and just find your niche here in Lincoln County.
I'm fascinated by this. I have heard so much about it for so many years and have never participated. What should I know to get me over the edge to join the program?
I'd say if this all sounds interesting to you, but you're still kind of back and forth on it, really consider, what do you have to lose? I mean, you might be out a little bit of money, but I haven't heard one person walk away from this saying this has been a waste of time. Every past alumni I've spoken with has had nothing but positive experiences, excellent connections with other people and businesses, and has learned just volumes about the inner operations of our county.
And finally, how do I enroll?
Well, the best way to enroll is going to be visiting the Newport Chamber of Commerce at their website under Leadership Lincoln, and they have the registration links on that page.
We appreciate you being here, Leslie, Melrose High. Again, the North County Coordinator. Are all of the programs held in Newport, or is it county-wide?
It is county-wide. They will be held in a variety of locations across the county, and we'll even have some field trips as well outside of regular class days, which will visit some places like hikes or on-the-ground tours of various locations.
And finally, it starts when?
It'll be starting this month, September, so our deadline for enrollment is September 10th, and our first inaugural class of this year is going to be September 17th.
The wild-eyed Southern boys are back. 38 Special. Rocking into the night. Saturday, September 6th, Chinook Winds Casino Resort. Get tickets now at ChinookWinds.com, Chinook Winds box office, or by phone at 1-888-MAIN-IT. Don't miss 38 Special, live. Chinook Winds, where concerts are better at the beach.
If you're looking for great early garden fresh produce, it's Kenny's IGA in the Bay Area of Lincoln City. 4 generations of Morgans caring for your every grocery need. All of your favorite beverages, a full deli, meat, produce, and of course, groceries.
We at La Roca are proud of our food, but don't take our word for it. Read the reviews. One person wrote, the service was friendly and efficient. Another writes, La Roca has become one of our favorites because it's authentic Mexican food.
A couple of gentlemen on the program with us now going to be appearing at the Lincoln City Cultural Center. This is a concert upcoming on Saturday, September 13th at 7 o'clock in the evening. With us is Patrick Magada and Will Goebel. Gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. The music that you have and you perform is your own, correct?
It is original.
Yeah. And what brings you to Lincoln City?
I got here through my stepdad. He was in the military, so we kind of moved around everywhere, and we ended up in Lincoln City in 2009,
okay,
I believe. And then my mom was a musician back in Manila, and she would take me on her gigs with her band. And I was 5 years old, and all of a sudden she would just take me to sing in front of a crowd. And I remember they would give me 100 pesos, like $2.
Oh, wow. Big bucks.
To me, that was like, oh, I want to
became a professional.
Yeah. For Will,
Yeah, well, my parents bought a house across the street from the lake. We call it the lake house, though. Years, like 2011, I think, maybe even before then. And we literally came down every weekend. So if you were going to hang out with me, and my friends, they were coming to the beach house. And we came for like well over, I want to say like 8 years every weekend, a long time. And then eventually we stopped because I did my own thing.
Sure.
And then eventually, life being what it is, my wife got a degree in wildlife services and started a job down here, which is where she found work. And we moved into that house. And we've been here for like 3 years now.
So the music, tell me about the music that you guys perform. Is it, what's the background? What's the sense of it?
So it's all songs that I've written.
Okay.
And I have a hard time writing songs that never happened to me. So all these songs are literal kind of diary entries into my life, heartbreak, happiness, achievements. And actually one of the first songs that I wrote that I released is called Paint Your Stripes. And it was to celebrate my graduation. I graduated at Taft High. And so Paint Your Stripes is all about overcoming and becoming the best version of who you are. And yeah, and then Will is here to help me out.
But is the music background rock, jazz, blues? What kind of genre does it fall into?
I would describe it as indie synth pop, which is kind of hard to find
Explain
in
that.
the coast.
Yeah, I was gonna elaborate, please.
Elaborate. So indie, because I currently don't have a label.
Okay.
Synth, because I acquire a lot of kind of 80s, kind of piano-based electronic stuff. Because I really loved EDM around 2016 when that came out. So I really loved producing and just creating weird sounds and putting it into music.
Weird sounds in music.
Yeah.
It works more than it should.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Well, I met Patrick, like 2 years ago now, and he was taking piano lessons from my buddy Sweeney, who people in town probably know who he is. And we just hit it off immediately. And he was like, I want to do a show. And so I started listening to his stuff, and I was just blown away, by the production value of it for someone who's doing this by themselves, in their apartment or whatever. It just all sounds so professional. But then also, he makes things really hard. As someone who's playing this music with him, a lot of weird time signature stuff that happens that shouldn't be happening in pop music. But he puts in what sounds good to him, and what sounds good to him you might not think would sound good at first. So then you sit down and listen to it, and you're like, wow, okay, yeah, that works. And I'm really mad about it, but I want to keep listening to it. So, and it gets stuck in your head. It's all I can think about now since we've been practicing.
That's great. The concert going to be at the Cultural Center. That's a pretty good venue.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I've actually been taking on trying to learn how to run their sound system for Gray so that he can start to try to relax a little bit. And it's been really fun. And so getting to perform there is really exciting. And I've played there a few times. And actually, we've played there at least once.
Yeah.
Just once? Yeah, we played.
So this isn't your first time out?
No.
Okay.
No. But this is the first time that we're going to try doing something big. We did a few small acoustic shows over the years, and then I finally got Patrick. I convinced him to do a few shows this year, which is a big deal, and I'm really proud about it. But we did a show at the Pines for his music video release party that's blowing up right now. It's at almost 100K views, which is insane.
That's big numbers.
Yeah, congratulations to him for that, because that's really awesome. And that show went really well, and I was like, we need to do at least one more big one. And so we're like, okay, well, the Pines is, an open public forum. People were like, well, what's happening? We're trying to eat our food, go away. And so I was like, well, let's do the Cultural Center. We can make it ticketed, and hopefully we can do something huge, have all these lights, all this crazy stuff, and do something big. And it's our idea. I keep saying me because I'm selfish.
So is there a name to the group, or do you...
Right now it's Patrick Magada.
It's Patrick Magada. That's not bad.
With Will.
With Will.
we were trying to agree to what was it? 2731.
2731.
Because I'm 27 years old. He's 31.
Yeah, I'm 31, and that's the big joke of the band. It's very fun to make fun of.
But you may want to continue long past 27.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Not part of the club, so that's good.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll be, if this goes really well, we want to plan a trajectory for next year to like really do shows and try to break outside of Lincoln City as much as possible. But we want to show love to this place where we've spent a lot of our time and grown up.
This place does have a tendency to grow on you artistically, does it not?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Like just looking at the ocean or just walking around town, you get inspired automatically to just write our songs.
All right, Patrick and Will, look forward to the concert coming up at the Cultural Center here in Lincoln City again, September 13th, Saturday the 13th, 7 o'clock. And tickets are now on sale at the Cultural Center.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Break a leg, I guess.
Thank you very much.
You'll find a book for every occasion at Bob's Beach Books. Something to read as you relax by an open fire? We have it. Studying a particular topic? We have that too. Traveling to a far-off land? Discover it first by reading. Bob's Beach Books in the Ocean Lake area of Lincoln City? Come discover.
Wouldn't it be great to have all your insurance needs handled by one agency? This is Charlotte Lado with Farmers Insurance and the Insurance Store. Visit our office next to the Wildflower Grill in Lincoln City. Let us be your one stop for your personal, commercial, health, and Medicare insurance needs.
Well, welcome back to the Double R Show. I'd like to remind everybody that you have an opportunity to still see a delightful comedy.
Yeah, you're saying this got extended in the break there, I was overhearing.
Yes, absolutely. The 2 extra shows by Theater West for Moon Over Buffalo. It's the hit summer show. It is funny, funny, funny. Don't miss it. They also have a 50th anniversary party coming up on Saturday, September 13th. 50 years.
50 years now. Is that going to be at Theater West?
Theater West.
Okay,
at Theater
as well.
West. 50 years of celebrating something pretty spectacular.
Yeah. Half a century. Well done.
You look around and not a whole lot of organizations have been around for 50 years.
No, I mean, that is a big mark, and many congratulations. I wonder how many total number of shows that would amount to.
Oh, goodness
Guess we'll have to ask them.
Yeah, guess who was in the very first?
Oh, you?
Yes. Abe Lincoln here.
Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, but it was not intended to be a Theater West production. It just turned out that way because they needed costumes and whatever would happen to me, and they had them. So they get to claim the very first Theater West production as well. So that was pretty fun. This weekend, Friday, tomorrow, September 5, it is Stuff-A-Bus Friday.
Stuff-A-Bus Friday, yeah. School is in session. Coming down to record today. I saw all the school buses. Obviously it's happening now, but this is an opportunity to raise some funds, bring some supplies to support our student body through the school year.
Now, we'll be there at 8 o'clock Friday morning to accept your contributions, and we'll accept them all afternoon, throughout the afternoon. And starting at 10, if you've got a student in school, be whatever school it happens to be, bring the student by and or just come yourself because your child may be in school at the time. You can come up to the mall and pick up a bag of school supplies. It's absolutely free of charge. Our thanks to a cadre of volunteers that help put this together again year after year.
Year after year. I was going to say the same, yeah.
Yep. Senior Fair coming up October 7th. Celebration of Honor, September 10, 11, and 12. Surf City was spectacular. That was in August. Have not had a chance to thank specifically Chinook Winds Casino Resort. It raised over $18,000 for Angels Anonymous.
Amazing.
Which is huge, which is absolutely huge. And let's see. I still wanted to remind everybody that the fall is coming on. You're going to be walking more. Maybe some rain may begin to fall. You want to make certain that you've got the right jacket on so car drivers, see you first.
Right, yeah. As soon as that twilight hour comes there, it gets a little darker earlier now, and people are out walking around. Time to put on a vest, right? And
Absolutely.
So CERT, are they still doing those CERT vests again?
I believe they've still got a few left that they're putting out. So CERT, you can find them on sale at a number of places around town. It is critically important that you have that vest on so people can make certain they see you. You don't want to wind up being underneath a tire.
Right.
Anything else your side of the table?
We're clear from here.
So that will do it to the doings on a Double R show. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, so you, your family, and friends around the world and across the street can join us on a Double R show. For Son Paul, Jana, I'm Double R. Have yourself a happy day.
You've been listening to The Double R Show. Join Roger and Paul Robertson as they explore everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, produced by Always Productions and hosted by Roger Robertson. Have a story? Email contact@alwaysproductions.com or call 458-201-3039. For The Double R Show, I'm Jana Grawn.